Hey YouTube fam, what's up? It's Patrick. I hope you are having an amazing day. Welcome to another Vinyasa session. Today, all you need is yourself and your practice space. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, join the vibe. New classes come out every single week, and remember, on my online studio, communeyogastudio.com, I release 2 new classes every single week, and we also have 2 other classes from other instructors that are part of the team. So come check it out. It's a great place to practice if you're looking for a more involved experience, but always remember, these sessions are here for you. Check out the full library. Be part of the vibe. Hope you enjoy this one. Of course, when we get to the end, if you enjoyed the session, like the video, let me know how it went for you. Leave a comment. It's always good to hear from each and every one of you. Our focus today is going to be feeling good in the body while moving with some integrity, with some action, and with some interaction in our being. So we're going to tie all this stuff together and have a lot of fun with it. Let's begin in child's pose. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Let your body snuggle in nice and deep. Find a nice energy to your breathing. A softness to the space you hold. An ease in your mindset. And from this child's pose, we'll roll in and out of it. So push into your shins, pull with your hands, wave your spine forward, coming onto hands and knees, and then push your hips back in space. Roll forward, push back. And as you get used to this movement, try to sync your breath and your body together. So you can let the inhales pull you forward and the exhales push you back. Maybe you want to play the rhythm in the opposite way. The exhales push you forward and the inhales pull you back. Whatever you do, be intuitive. Be engaged, be interested. Be in a place that resonates with you. That allows you to find flow and breath in your body, in your mind. Notice all the little details that show up. And if you've only circled in one direction, try a few circles in the other direction. You may surprise yourself there. As you finish, or whenever you feel like stacking the shoulders on top of the wrists, go ahead and hang out there for a few moments. Maybe lean forwards, backwards, side to side. Notice your spine. Try to tune into all the details of it. Maybe wiggle it around just a little bit. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. As you get into your downward facing dog, get long underneath the armpits, get long behind your knees. Feel an opening, feel a spaciousness, feel a breath. And then go and roll to the outer edge of left foot, inner edge of right foot. Bend your knees, really feel a good push there. Drive through your left thumb, scoop your left hip underneath you a little bit more. Lean into that stretch sensation. Maybe you hop onto the right fingertips even higher and crawl them forward. A little spider crawl of the right hand towards the top right corner of the mat. Rooting into your left thumb, breathing into your left side body. Go ahead and find center and switch your side. Bending your knees, planting into the right hand, spider crawling your left hand forward. Opening up as much as possible there. Getting underneath your left armpit, pushing into your right thumb. And then find center. As you make it back into your downward facing dog, softly lower your forearms to the floor to dolphin pose. And of course, the words soft and dolphin pose most often don't go well together because, of course, this is a very challenging place to be. So take a few moments to integrate. Feel the new space you've created in your body, and then bring some stability to it. Bring some push to this pose. We won't be here for too long, so trust yourself here to fight the good fight. Find a lot of strength in your arms. Push into the hands, lift up, downward facing dog. Again, get long underneath the armpits, get long behind the knees.
Pull your hips up and away. Inhale, roll forwards into your plank pose. From your plank pose, roll to the outer edge of left foot, inner edge of right foot. Bend your knees, push your hips back towards your heels, and then roll forward. So we're doing these first rounds with both hands down. I want you to try to keep the weight even in both hands as you roll forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. And you can go fast or slow here. Just notice how different it feels when you keep both hands grounded. Find center, switch your side straight away, bend your knees, and again, begin that process, rolling forwards and backwards, both hands grounded, pushing, moving, waving through your side body. Really notice maybe where you carry some tension. Notice where you can create some freedom. And then find your center. From your centered space, drop your knees to the floor. And then you can widen the hands if you'd like to. Drop chest and chin down to the floor. Maybe you rise onto the fingertips. Maybe you float the hands off the ground. Feel rooted with your heart to the floor, with the weight in your knees. Bring hands back underneath shoulders. Rise back up to hands and knees. Take an inhale there. Exhale, round through your back body. Push your spine up towards the space above you. Tuck the tailbone. Feel all this freedom of movement in the back line of your body. Untuck the tailbone. Open everything back up. Curve your heart forward. Take an inhale. On your exhale again, knees, chest, chin to floor. So just lower the chest and the chin down. And if you can't get all the way down, have a little hover, right? It's all good either way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open through your front body. Exhale, wave on back. Downward facing dog. As you get there, get long underneath your armpits, push into the palms. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And on your exhale, step your right foot over to your left thumb so your right foot steps across the mat. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, lift your chest up. Get long through the spine. Straighten your right leg, push your hips back in space, folding over your right shin. Bend your right knee, roll forward, walk your hands out in front of you, wave to the outer edge of the right foot. Allow your heart to lift here. Drop your right big toe back to the ground. Inhale, rise up into your lunge. Find new height, find new lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot steps up and crosses behind the right. As you get there, walk your hands over to the right side. Breathe into your left hip just a little bit more. Feel that stretch sensation. Feel the opening there. Slowly twist back to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Hands reach up to the sky. Push your hips forward. Get long through your fingers. Exhale, fold. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor. Left foot steps to back of mat. As you get there again, you find high lunge. Rising up. Feel more lifted. Let your hips go lower if you choose. Exhale. Hands to floor. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Lift your chest up. Drop right big toe down to the ground. Push your hips up and away. Bend your right knee. Lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale, reach your hands up. Opening through your front body. Exhale, hands to floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot up to right thumb. Left knee lowers. Inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Right knee lowers. Reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the floor. Fold over a straightening left leg. Push your hips back in space. Bend your left knee as you pull forward. Roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Feel your left glute pulling your left knee towards the floor. Strong and connected there. Drop left big toe down to the earth. Rise into high lunge. Reach your arms towards the sky. Push into your right big toe even more. Then allow your hips to drop into a deeper position. Big available breath, creating your stretch sensation. Hands to floor. Right foot crosses up. Behind left, finding the fold. As you get there, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Breathe into your right hip, breathe into your right side body. Feel all the space you're creating. Gently come to center. Inhale, rise up. Push your hips forward. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Get as long and as tall as possible. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to floor, right foot to back of mat. Your feet are on the tightrope, rise up into high lunge. Inhale, reach your hands towards the ceiling and try to find depth in your hips. Pull your body to your range of motion. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Support your left knee rolling towards the ground as you move to the outer edge of your left foot. Chest stays lifted. Left big toe to the ground. Straighten your left leg as you push your hips up and back. Bend your left knee, right knee lowers to the floor. Inhale. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Find your lift. Be in your breath. Exhale. Hands to floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Again, feel all the spacious energy you have there. Push into the left hand. Roll to the outer edge of both feet. Bend your knees. You can keep both hands planted or lift the right hand up. Roll forwards to side plank. Push back into hips towards heels. Roll forward, side plank. Push hips back towards heels, knees bending. Roll forwards, side plank. Push hips back towards heels. Roll forwards, side plank. Push hips back towards heels. Roll forward, side plank. Push hips back towards heels. Stretch your right hand forward as much as you can. And then bring your right hand to the ground as you switch sides. Roll to the outer edge of both feet. Bend your knees. Feel that sensation there. And then roll forward. Side plank. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Roll forward. Side plank. Push your hips back towards your heels. Roll forward. Side plank. Push hips back towards your heels. Roll forwards. Side plank. Push hips back towards your heels. Roll forwards. Side plank. Push hips back towards your heels. Last time here, roll forward, side plank. Push hips back towards your heels. Hold there for a moment. Reach your left arm towards the top of the mat. Feel the stretch. Left hand to floor. Find center. Inhale, sweep your body out into plank pose symmetrically and take a vinyasa. Move right on through. As you find your downward facing dog, inhale, your right leg lifts. On your exhale, right foot to left thumb. Left knee drops. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Hold here. Option to reach your right hand back towards your left heel. Personally, this is one of my favorite stretches. This feels amazing across the front line of my body, which tends to build a fair bit of tension. Exhale, release. hands to floor. Left knee lifts, right leg straightens as you fold over the right shin. Right knee bends, pulling you forward. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Let your hands support you here as much as needed. Drive your right knee wide. Bring your right big toe to the floor. Inhale, rise. High lunge. You lift. Stretch up through the pinkies, be in your breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Cross your left foot behind your right. Again, crawl your hands over to the right side. Lean into that stretch. Open through your left side body. Slowly find center. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach your hands towards the ceiling. Get as long and as tall as you can muster. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Plant your hands out in front of you. Rise onto toes. Bring both knees to the backs of the triceps. So right knee to right tricep, left knee to left tricep. Use the right foot to pick up the left crow pose. If that's easy, bring the left knee middle. Maybe reach your left leg up to the sky, Ekapada Bakasana, if you want it. Land your right foot. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Feet in one line. Rise to high lunge. Feel invigorated by the arm balance, however it showed up for you. Exhale, hands to floor. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Pull your right knee wider. Lift your chest up. Right big toe to the floor. Push your hips up and away, folding over a straight right leg. Bend right knee. Left knee finds the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky as much as possible. Right hand towards your left heel. Pushing your left hip forward. Optional position here. Please know you can just keep both hands chasing the sky if that's where you feel connection. Either way. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog is the next place you find yourself. Strong arms, strong legs, look forward. Inhale, your left leg stretches to the sky. On your exhale, left foot up to right thumb. Right knee drops to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up, stretch through your fingers. Let your left hand chase towards the right heel if you choose. Keep pushing the right hip forward. Stay reaching, lengthening, opening, breathing. Last moment here, enjoy it. Exhale, release. Allow your fingertips to find the floor. Lift your right knee as you fold over a straightening left leg, pushing your hips up and away. Bend the left knee. Pull your body forward. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Left knee goes wide. Heart's elevated. And you're really digging the outer edge of your left foot into the earth. Left big toe finds the floor. Stay long and strong in your back right leg. Lift yourself up. High lunge. You reach. Trust the depth. You sit your hips too. Do your best to find your right foot here. Exhale. Hands to floor. Right foot crosses behind left. Crawl your hands over to the left side of the mat. Really breathe into your right side body here. Notice all the space you're creating, all the space you're opening. Gently twist back to center. Inhale, roll yourself up to stand. Push your hips forward so you can reach your hands to the space above. Exhale, hands come through heart center as you fold all the way down to the ground. Inhale to halfway lift. Plant your hands out in front of you. Rise onto toes, keeping the ankles crossed. Lean into a variation of crow pose. Gripping through the fingers, squeezing heels to butt. Maybe right knee comes middle. Maybe right leg chases the sky. Wherever you are, you're there for 3, for 2, on 1. Your left foot plants on the right side of the mat. The right foot steps back. You know where you're going. High lunge is the position. Trust yourself. Feel strong. Feel capable. Hands to the floor. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Left knee drives wide. Heart lifts up. Left big toe to the floor. Straighten your left leg. Really try to fold over your left shin. Left knee bends. Right knee finds the earth. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Right hand stays lifted. Left hand reaches towards your back right heel. If you choose, find the reach. Open into new territory, into new space. Exhale, let it go. Hands to the floor. Step on back into downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, roll forwards into plank pose. From plank pose, your vinyasa. Move right through. As you find downward facing dog, reaffirm your commitment and your connection to this space. And then look forward. Lift heels, bend knees, your journey, stepping or floating into passive squat. Find your passive squat position. From passive squat, circle wheel, half or full. If you're familiar with it, do your thing. We're just going to go 2 times per side here. If you're new to it, think about going from your squat position to wild thing. So I'll do a half the first round and then a full the second. So your right hand plants behind you. Bridge your hips up. Reach your left arm overhead. And then sit back to center. Swing around and switch your side. Drive through your feet. Reach your right arm up. And then center. Repeat. If you're sticking with that, if you want to do full rotation, feel free and take the full rotation. Find your center. Then when you finish, sit your hips to the floor. Roll onto your back. Allow yourself to just lay in stillness for a moment. Take your feet wide, drop your knees middle. Give yourself a few breaths here. So much joy in this sequence, so much to find, so much little detail. And always remember, each space of awareness is a new place to practice. Each space of awareness is a new place to practice. So you tried something today for the first time and it worked. Wonderful. New awareness, new space to practice. You tried something today and it didn't work, but you found something there. Wonderful. New space to practice, right? That's the joy of being immersed in the journey. Last pose of the day will be a soft plow pose. So reach your feet up and overhead. Catch the space behind your Achilles tendons. Create a little shelter for yourself here. Create a little fort. Allow yourself to close off from all the external stimulation and just allow yourself to be in a space of ease. If you find a lot of comfort in this plow pose, feel free to linger here.
Feel free to let this be the space at which you close the journey. Sometimes having structure at the end is a truly wonderful experience. If you want your regular Shavasana, by all means, move in that direction now. As always, truly such a pleasure to share space with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me. Let me know how this session went for you. Leave a comment below. And of course, if you enjoyed, like the video, greatly appreciate it. Supports the channel, helps us grow, helps us reach more people, helps us build a community. I look forward to practicing with you all very soon. Have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.